and welcome into Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island. It is time for playoffs here in the CCC, where the Seahawks are at home versus the Roger Williams Hawks, an in-state rival, as the Seahawks and Hawks matched up just 6 days earlier, where Salve Regina won 3-2, but earlier on in the year, the Hawks came into Middletown and took a 6-4 win. So the season series is evened up. A big tiebreaker, Game 3 tonight. Playoffs are on the line. Winner advances. Loser goes home. Hello again, everyone. Excuse me. My name is Ryan Costa here, bringing you the call with Seahawks and Hawks matching up here. The Seahawks 9-9 overall with a 5-7 record in the CCC. And Roger Williams 7-11 overall with a 4-8 record in the CCC. And the Hawks will take the ball from their own zone. They are moving from right to left, Seahawks from left to right, with the wind moving at the Seahawks' back. That pass unable to connect to Taylor Powell of Roger Williams, but she will control the ball and put it back into play. They're battling right in front of the Roger Williams bench. Here's Alex Coppinger switching the field for the Hawks. Cody steps up and wins the ball. Tries to advance it to St. Jean, but it'll be whistled down and going the other way. Coppinger once again with the ball, passes back. And now here's Timms, the freshman all-time point leader for Salve Regina, as she is one of 3 Seahawks on the all-CCC team, but we will get to that in just a little bit. As that ball is played up the field now to Palmer. Palmer looking for options. She's finding one in the middle. But Levy for the Seahawks will smartly roll the ball out of bounds and force a restart for Roger Williams. St. Jean takes control in her own zone, gets it up to Cody. Cody now trying to pick out Bickle, and the pass just doesn't quite connect. Hawks trying to work the near sideline, but Levy will hold the ball and give it away to Roger Williams. Pass down low, just doesn't find Peterson for the Hawks. That would have been quite the opportunity there, the first one of the game, but instead it'll roll out of bounds, and Gaudet will take control for the Seahawks. St. Jean looking for Timms. Goes off her foot, so it'll be Hawk ball. Schlagater now passes it in the middle, and that was a nice move there by Chase, weaving through in the midfield. Ball will find its way to Peterson. Peterson looking to get into the circle. She does. Peterson looking for options, swarmed by Seahawks, and the Seahawks able to clear the zone and give it to Gannon. Gannon plays Cody on the far sideline. Cody finds St. Jean, and the Seahawks are trying to break out here as Timms is up ahead. The ball will be passed to her, and she gets it. Timms coming in on net. She's got Bickle trailing. Hawks starting to get back. The shot on net. Cody comes with it, but it'll be a penalty corner. Good transition there by the Seahawks as Timms had Bickle trailing behind, but the Hawks able to recover defensively and force a penalty corner. Timms now waiting for the signal, getting ready, and puts the ball into play to Bickle. Bickle tees up a drive, and it gets on net, but blocked down. Here's Cody with a shot, and that is also blocked. So a good couple of shots there for the Seahawks, but a nice save by Callie Flanagan to keep this game even. Last week, Flanagan had 9 saves versus the Seahawks, and Seahawk goaltender Allie Daly had 8. Hawks looking to transition out of their own zone now, as St. Jean and Cody able to just poke around at the ball enough to win it back for the Seahawks. And it'll be Wales with it. And the Hawks will get the ball back. Ball thrown upfield there by Chase. It's able to be corralled by a Hawk. But Gaudet comes in and sweeps the ball away. And it looks like she's just going to send it down the field. She'll find Cody. And the Seahawks get a restart. Vanessa Frost takes control in the midfield. She'll find Filio on the near sideline. Filio looking for Bickle. The ball slips through and will find her. Bickle chops at it, looking for Cody. Cody tries to turn on net, just couldn't bring the ball with her. And it'll be Roger Williams' ball. Bassaturo looking to switch the field now. St. Jean trying to pick out Cody. Cody spins, looking for options now as she battles off 2 Hawks. Filio comes in to try to keep the ball in the zone. She does. But it'll be taken away by Taylor Powell of the Hawks. Tori Bickle comes in, chops at it towards the middle. Ball is bouncing up. St. Jean takes a whack, doesn't get it. Here's Cody in the circle. Cody battling, but it'll be taken away once again by the Hawks. You have a stoppage, and I believe it's going to be Seahawk ball. Here's Gannon on the far side. Gannon looking to play the middle, but cut off there. I believe that was Schlagater for the Roger Williams Hawks. St. Jean looking to bring the attack once more. Timms picks it up. Timms on the far side looking to play the middle. It's blocked down. Second attempt is also blocked. And the ball will find its way to Gannon, but not before we get a stoppage here. And the ball will be going in the other direction as the Hawks look for a quick transition, but that is cut off by Wales. Sent over to St. Jean in the midfield. And St. Jean gets tied up with McCarthy. Nice give-and-go play there for the Hawks as they try to gain the offensive zone. Gaudet tied up. Looks like Hannah Palmer, but the Hawks have the ball. Bickle takes it back for the Seahawks, looking to turn her way out, and just couldn't find Filio, who had room on the near sideline. Schlagater puts it back into play. Filio will scoop it up and look to break out for the Seahawks. Cody wins the race to the ball. And Cody will take this down the far sideline, looking for Blue in the circle, but it'll be taken away. And a long pass intended for Senatiempo will trickle away for Emma Gaudet to sweep up. Gaudio's pass is deflected for a moment. She tries to take it back, but it'll be swept up by Powell. Powell still with it. Passes off, and it'll be sent down to Senatiempo. Senatiempo looking for options. And the ball will end up with St. Jean, who tries to feed Cody up top. Cody makes her way around one defender. She's got Timms up and Bickle to her right. Bickle still moving in. She'll get it. Here's Bickle. Takes a whack towards the middle, but nobody home, so it'll be Roger Williams' ball. Palmer is up top for Roger Williams. She's going to bring it back and wait for her fellow Hawks to get up for an option. But it'll be taken away by Gannon, who finds St. Jean, but just couldn't handle the pass. And coming in is Coppinger to take the ball. Looking to feed the middle, but not quite enough for the Hawks. As Timms with the ball, she finds Cody. Timms with a head of steam full ahead. Timms hops over the ball. She thought it was intended for Bickle. Now she tries to get the ball to Bickle, but we will have a restart, and it'll be going the other way. Wales to Cody to Timms. Timms to Bickle. Bickle takes a whack at it, but does not connect. And Slagater will have it for the Hawks. Bickle intercepts the pass. Slagater takes control once more for the Hawks. And coming down the field now is Sydney McCarthy. But Frost will drop it for Filio to put it back in play. Timms is shielding off Coppinger as she forces her to play the ball back. Filio steps in and dishes to Timms. Timms to Cody. Cody trying to work that far side. She'll pull it back to her forehand, flip it up, and just over the net. So Cody was running towards the far post on the backhand. She had to spin around in order to get her shot. And the shot is a little bit rushed, and as a result, it went over the net. But it'll be Seahawk ball as it trickles into the semicircle, but swept out by the Hawks. And now with it is Gaffney for Roger Williams. She sends it down to Palmer. Palmer cuts towards the middle. She's coming in. And a stand-up defensive play there by Sam Levy to hold off the attack. And I think that the Seahawks will take that foul 9 times out of 10 as the Hawks were really coming in with a full head of steam. So it'll be Salve's ball. And Bickle has a little bit of space looking for Timms. She'll just pass it down the near sideline to be intercepted by Vassatoro. And it looks like Timms got knocked down, so it'll be Seahawk ball. Cody weaving towards the corner. Believe that was deflected off a Hawk. Nope, it will be Roger Williams' ball. So good defense there. So Tiempo held off by Filio. Bickle comes in to try to sweep it away, but it'll go to Taylor Powell for the Hawks. Filio tips away the pass, leaves it for St. Jean. St. Jean turns out. Pass blocked down, and now the Hawks are trying to get out of the zone. And they will with an outlet pass to Tiempo. And now played down the field and just couldn't get to that pass was Hannah Palmer. Levy lifts it high into the air. And it's chopped away by a couple of sticks, but ultimately it'll be Roger Williams' ball. 21-10 remaining in the first half. No score on this chilly night in Middletown in this playoff game. Here comes Cody. Cody still with it, turning around. She'll be tied up enough for a foul. Frost places the ball down. She'll play to Filio. Filio dances with it, and it'll be turned around. A nice play there. I believe that was Taylor Powell. Gaffney is forced to move it back. Cody steps in and sends it to Timms. Timms falls down on the play, so it'll be taken away and sent over to Powell with a give and go, but St. Jean steps in. St. Jean tries to weave around 2-3 Hawks, and the third one finally steps in and takes it away. That would be Powell, and she sent it to McCarthy. McCarthy looking to switch the field, but just couldn't connect the pass. So as I mentioned earlier, Eliza Timms made it to the CCC team for the Seahawks, and she is joined by Hannah Filio and Ashley Cody. Wonderful season for them, as Cody is the NCAA Division III leader in scoring. She averaged 1.94 goals per game and 4.5 points per game. She scored 35 goals on the season with 11 assists, resulting in 81 points in just 18 games. Meanwhile, it is sent down for the Hawks. Palmer in the corner looking for options. Palmer tied up, and she will win a penalty corner for the Hawks. And Roger Williams also has a pair of CCC all-team members. Sydney McCarthy with 9 goals and 20 points on the year. And Alex Coppinger joins her for Roger Williams, as they will huddle up and see what they want to do on this penalty corner. Looks like it'll be Powell taking the penalty corner for the Hawks. She sends it in up top. It's whacked at and saved by Daly. Can't find the ball. I think it was in her pads, but it'll be taken away, but not quite cleared by Wales. Wales gets it again, passes to Filio. Filio tries to give and go to Bickle, but the ball will just go out of bounds. But I think the Seahawks will be happy with that, just to clear the zone and take a deep breath. Powell gives it to Coppinger. And it'll be stopped right there by the referee, and it'll be a restart for Roger Williams. Powell being shielded off by Bickle. She tries to play the middle, but Frost is there to sweep it away. Seahawks are not quite out of danger yet. This is a backhand shot that'll go wide. Good sequence there by Roger Williams. They certainly had some dangerous balls coming through the middle of the circle, right in front of the net. They're just not able to capitalize. Long ball sent to Bickle. She'll win the race to it. Bickle has Timms, but she'll play Cody down the far sideline. Cody looking to work it back into the middle. She's got 3 Hawks around her. She'll flip it to Bickle, and it'll be Seahawk ball. They'll get a restart just outside the half circle. It'll be yet another restart for the Seahawks. Here's Gannon. She plays the outside. Gannon finds Frost in the middle. It'll be flipped to Cody, but it'll be whistled down, and it'll be going the other way. Gannon to St. Jean. Filio steps in, pokes it away. But Roger Williams gains possession once more. Here's Sydney McCarthy with it. She gives it over to Coppinger. Frost tries to find Filio. It's deflected and taken away by McCarthy. Given right back to Frost. St. Jean is in the middle. She tries to find Cody, and she does. Cody coming on net. And she'll win a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Cody was being shielded off from the net. She was on her backhand, not really much to do with that ball, but she will win a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Timms puts it up top to Gannon. Gannon with a shot, a tip, and just goes out of bounds. Timms was there on the doorstep to throw it on net, but Flanagan is there to deflect the ball out of bounds. So here's Filio with the restart. And we will get another restart for the Seahawks. Frost backs it up. Now tries to feed Bickle in the middle. It's tipped. And it'll be Roger Williams' ball. So decent amount of time in the attacking zone just there for the Seahawks. But nothing comes of it as this game stays a 0-0 ball game with 14 minutes remaining in the first half. St. Jean swoops in and takes the ball away. St. Jean looking to feed Cody. She does, but it is poked away there by Taylor Powell. A great defensive play to step in and slow down that Seahawk attack. Frost gets it down to Cody. Cody gets it poked away. Now she's battling off two Hawks. And she will win another penalty corner for the Seahawks. So Cody not really being presented with a lot of shot opportunities, but she is making the most as she won 2 penalty corners in a matter of 2 minutes. It looks like Cody will be taking the penalty corner for the Seahawks. It's usually Timms. Cody plays it to Gannon. Gannon over to Bickle. Bickle with the shot and a kick save by Flanagan. That is what the Seahawks are trying to do off the penalty corners. They want to get Bickle with a quick shot. And they did so successfully that time, but Callie Flanagan keeps this game a 0-0 game for the Hawks. Bickle and Cody trying to place a defensive trap in the corner, but there will be a foul, so it will be Roger Williams' ball. There's a lift high in the air, not very far, as Levy just tries to whack it back in the zone, but it is a foul, and it is Roger Williams' ball once again. Taylor Powell puts it back in play for the Hawks. Bickle swoops in, takes it away. She chops towards the middle. Sent down the field by Palmer. Now Gaudet twisting around, trying to get the ball upfield. She sticks with it, but here's Powell. And it'll be Seahawk ball as Filio with a quick restart. She gets it down to Bulis. Bulis coming in on the near sideline. Gives it to Bickle. Bickle with her back facing the net. She just tries to flick it to Cody. It'll find St. Jean, and the ball just goes wide of the net. So St. Jean with a great shot opportunity. Unable to find the back of the net there. Callie Chase with it now. It'll be played back for the Hawks, excuse me. Bickle comes in, wins the ball, sends it to Filio. Filio battling off Powell, but Powell will win it and bring it up the near sideline. Powell sends it all the way into the corner. Palmer giving chase, and she will win it.
Get that cable in? Okay. It keeps getting loose.
And it will go out of bounds and stay Roger Williams' ball.
This one? HDMI, yeah. Leave it. Oh, you had it. Put it in. You're good.
Levy with it, trying to just work her way out of the zone, but it'll be cut off by McCarthy. Ball is tipped around and finally taken away by Levy. She's looking to find Bedrosian, but the ball will go out of bounds, and Roger Williams will keep pressure. Coppinger in the corner for the Hawks. Filio blocks it down, but it'll be a foul, and it will remain with Roger Williams. As Coppinger puts it back into play. This time, Filio swipes at it and keeps it. It'll go off the foot of Bedrosian, however, so back the other way for Taylor Powell. Powell looks to play the middle. It's cut by Frost. Frost gives it to Bickle. And the ball will just make it out wide to Gannon. Gannon looking for Bickle, but pass does not connect. Bedrosian giving chase to it, but it just goes out of bounds. Powell gives it up to Schlagater. Levy steps in, but it's won back by Schlagater. Ball be whistled down, and it'll be a penalty corner for Roger Williams. As the Seahawks look to make a pair of substitutions. So they look to put Timms and St. Jean back in the game after a short rest. 7 minutes and 50 seconds, 0-0 here in Middletown. Still in the first half. So these teams are not willing to give an inch here in the playoffs. It is passed around. It'll end up with Taylor Powell. Powell's pass cut off by Bickle. Bickle looking for Bedrosian. She spins, she finds it, and just tries to send it up the field. Bickle comes back to it. And the Seahawks are just trying to dump the ball down the field right now. Get a breather out of their zone. Timms won it back for a second, but it'll be Hawks ball. Schlagater passes back. Vasatoro tries to pass it off. Here's Cody. She makes a move to the left, a diving Flanagan, and it just stays out of the net. What a save there. That might have been a defensive save. But either way, if you're Roger Williams, you'll take it. Looked like that'll be Vasatoro credited with the defensive save and keeping this ball game a 0-0 ball game for Roger Williams. Here's St. Jean restarting in the corner. The ball will trickle in the middle, but be swept up by Chase. And the Seahawks will win a penalty corner. Timms Plays it up to St. Jean. St. Jean back down to Timms. Timms looks to shoot. Frost is in the circle, all tangled up. And the Hawks just able to get it out of the zone, but Frost will get back to it. And Roger Williams has been playing defense that has just been good enough to keep this a tie game, as a couple of real close opportunities for the Seahawks. So the Tiempo gives it away to Levy. Filio restarts for the Seahawks. She'll feed Bickle. And that'll be taken away and given to Tiempo, who will pass back to Powell. Hawks really connecting their passes through the midfield, and they're able to feed Palmer. And a shot that will go wide by Peterson. So after a whistle, it'll be St. Jean to take control for the Seahawks. She'll get it up to Cody. Cody cuts it back. Looking to give it back to St. Jean, but it'll be taken away. But given right back, and now here's Tori Bickle. Bickle with the original shot. Now a second shot, and I believe that was a deflection that'll go wide. Fed into the middle, but spit back out by the Hawks defense. And Gannon pushes it out wide, so it'll be Roger Williams' ball. Filio steps in, gives it to Bickle. Bickle from far out, and it will not count. It found the back of the net, but it was shot from the outside of the circle, so no goal. It was quite the shot by Tori Bickle, but she needed to just be a couple more feet up for that goal to count. So we remain 0-0 with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Levy takes away the loose ball. She'll feed it to St. Jean. It'll be poked at and taken by McCarthy. McCarthy gets it up to Palmer. Palmer waiting, cuts back in off of St. Jean, so it'll remain with Roger Williams. They'll get a restart and get some numbers up. Here's Chase with it up top. Chase looking to feed it down low. And there was a pass towards the baseline that did not connect, so the Seahawks will take control. Wales gives it to Gannon on the far sideline. It'll remain with the Seahawks. Ball is chopped at, and Frost is able to get the ball. She's in the middle of the field. She'll give it to Timms. Timms plays it out to Bickle. Bickle had to step to it, and the Hawks will step up on her as Frost is now battling with McCarthy. Frost still has it. Frost will slip it to Bickle. Bickle right in front of the Roger Williams bench, looking for options. She's surrounded by two Hawks. Frost with it in the midfield, looking to feed St. Jean, but taken away and turned outside for Peterson. Peterson able to feed Palmer. She has McCarthy in the middle. She throws it on net, and Daly is able to kick it out. She was unsure whether Palmer was in the circle or not, and there will be no chances taken on that one. Pass intended for Peterson will go out of bounds with 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Wales to restart now for the Seahawks. It's given to Cody. Cody making her way downfield with 20 seconds left. And it is scooped up and given to McCarthy. Cody with it. Gets by one defender. Cody feeds St. Jean in the middle. St. Jean with a shot from way out. It'll find its way on net. And that will do it here in Middletown for the first half. So both teams tied up at 0 apiece. We'll be right back with you with second half action. back in Middletown. The sides have changed. The scoreboard has not. We are back in a scoreless game with the Seahawks and Hawks. Here's Cody on the near sideline. Cody wins the loose ball. Tied in on the sideline. She'll smartly drop it back for Wales. Wales looking to switch the field, but it's taken away by Palmer. Palmer gets it poked away by Gaudet. Chops it, just clearing it up the field. Cody's able to battle for it, but it's just taken back. Here's Palmer. Gives it to Peterson. Peterson slips in the middle, kick save by Daly. Ball goes all the way to Gannon. Gannon gives it to Cody. Cody finds Timms. Woodbury giving chase to it. Timms with a burst of speed coming towards the net. Timms looking to feed Bickle, but it's chopped away. And a very important play there by Schlager. Just hit the turbo on that one. She was almost in one-on-one with Flanagan. Cody comes away with it, gets it back to Timms, but will be whistled down and it will be Roger Williams' ball.
Best music compilation.
Jean in the middle. Chops it down. Taken away. Spin move there by Schlager. Tries to feed it down. Here's Cody with a whack, a shot, and a goal. Ashley Cody breaks the scoreless tie, puts the Seahawks up 1-0 here in the second half. And it all starts when Eliza Timms just trying to chop it through, sees what happens. It ends up on the stick of Cody. Cody's able to turn and just fire a laser beam in the back of the net. We get the first goal of the game from who else but CCC Offensive Player of the Year, Ashley Cody. Levy takes it away. And it will go out of bounds for Filio to restart it. Ball. She will send it down to Cody. A nice step up there by Woodbury to win it back for Roger Williams. Filio sends Bickle in a battle. It's tied up, and Roger Williams will get the ball. Goes off a Hawk, so it will be Seahawk ball. Here we go, trying to beat Timms, and it'll go the other way. It's Chase on the near sideline. There's Palmer trying to weave around. She'll find a Hawk in the middle of the field. Palmer steps up to it. McCarthy overruns it. In comes Chase, but it'll be whistled down. And it'll be Seahawk ball. Gaudet with the lift to Cody. It'll bounce over her stick and end up with Woodbury. Woodbury down to McCarthy. She'll get it to Sun Tiempo. But St. Jean makes her way up the field with it. She looks for Timms. Timms giving chase to it. She chops it away, but it's scooped up and whistled down by the referee. So a restart here for the Hawks as Chase is up the near sideline. It'll go right off Timms, and that will hurt, especially in this cold weather. But it'll be a restart for Roger Williams as Timms able to chop that down with her stick. She gives it to St. Jean. St. Jean looking for Bickle. Pass is cut off by Vasaturo. Filio sends it down the field. Timms with a quick restart here for the Seahawks. She's looking for Cody. Cody spinning, turning on net, and it's kicked away by Flanagan. An aggressive but necessary play there by Flanagan to come out of her net and put a stop to that rush. As Filio wins the puck in the middle of the field. St. Jean takes a shot on net. It's blocked down and sent out of bounds by Woodbury. But it was saved. And it will be a whistle. It'll be Seahawk ball. Gannon sends it down. A kick by Flanagan. And that will go all the way up the field to McCarthy. Here's Palmer. Palmer looking to feed up top. It'll be batted down by Gaudio. Palmer trapped in the corner. And Filio's there to rake it away and give it to Bickle. Bickle looking for a crossfield pass to Cody, and she gets it. Cody is in one-on-one on Woodbury. Woodbury steps up and makes the play. It's taken back by Bickle. She gives it to St. Jean. St. Jean looks to feed Cody once more. Cody has Timms in the middle. Cody can't get a stick on that pass attempt. She'll find St. Jean. St. Jean swipes at it, and it'll be a penalty corner for Salve. Passed in to Gannon. Gannon to Timms. Cody unable to keep it. The shot on net by Frost. It'll be kicked away and make its way out to Sun Tiempo. St. Jean looking to play it out. And it'll be one back by Chase for the Hawks. Up top, now it's Woodbury. It's Sun Tiempo. Palmer tries to chase the ball down, but she does not quite get to it. Levy to Bickle. Bickle tries to feed it up to Timms. That pass will be cut off. It's played all the way back to Woodbury. Timms gets in front of the ball, and it'll be a whistle in favor of Roger Williams. Timms is able to knock down the lift. She'll take on two Hawks and win. Timms trying to feed Cody, but a kick by Flanagan. And it'll end up with Bickle. Bickle with a shot. That'll be blocked down. And a penalty corner. Vasaturo on the block there. On a hard Bickle shot. Timms feeds it up top to Bickle. Bickle to Gannon. Gannon backhands it towards the net, but nobody is able to keep control, and it'll go out wide. Timms sends it to St. Jean. St. Jean looking to feed Cody. Cody looking to spin. It's just swept away by Gaffney. But it will be a penalty corner for Salve once again. Timms sets up in the corner, puts it up top for Gannon, who takes a shot. Flanagan dives. In comes Filio trying for an open net, but it's just poked away by Gaffney. And Roger Williams will gain possession. No, it will stay Salve ball. Vanessa Frost just puts the ball down to restart for Salve, but it is taken back by the Hawks. In comes Wales to take it away and give the ball to Gannon. Chase comes in and intercepts the Gannon pass. And the ball will make its way to Hannah Palmer. Emma Gaudio steps up and takes the ball away. She'll feed it to Gannon on the near sideline. Gannon just couldn't quite keep control, and that'll be a turnover. Palmer has Frost breathing down her neck. She gives it away up to Gaffney. Gaffney trying to chase it down, but Levy will win the race. Levy still with it, trying to battle off Gaffney. Filio takes it herself down the sideline. She'll just dump it down a little bit into Roger Williams' zone, where the Hawks will take over. Timms cuts off the pass. She feeds Filio. Woodbury steps up. Filio still sticking with it. Kicked away by Flanagan. Timms with it on a backhand attempt. And it is saved by Flanagan. Well, the Seahawks are really trying to feed Cody tonight. And that leaves Callie Flanagan coming out of her net to kick the ball away multiple times. St. Jean. Oh, that's Gannon batting the ball down. Here's St. Jean trying to feed it in to Cody. St. Jean still with it. Shot on net. Flanagan was screened. What's the call here? Was it outside the circle? I believe the referee is saying it was. So once again, it will not be a goal, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout, Roger Williams. So a couple feet away from the Seahawks taking a 2-0 advantage. We'll get a timeout here with 20 minutes remaining in the second half. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Fresh off the timeout, Seahawks remain with the 1-0 lead from the Ashley Cody goal. Chase looking to put it back into play for the Hawks. Peterson coming upfield now. She'll feed it into Palmer. Here's Gaudet, who puts herself in the corner. Gaudet surrounded by two Hawks. And it'll be taken away by Senatiempo. Chase with the restart. Senatiempo feeds it down. A diving effort by Daly. The ball is still loose, and it'll make its way to Filio. So that had to be the best chance of the night for Roger Williams. But Daly extends all the way to keep the ball out of the net. Schlagater puts it back into play for Roger Williams, and the Hawks will have to do that again as there's a foul called. Powell spins around to get by Timms. Gaudet scoops up the loose pass, and it'll be Seahawk ball. Ball will find the stick of Cody, but quickly taken away by Woodbury. That ball will trickle out of bounds in the far corner. And it'll be Levy now to put it back in play. Timms looks to play St. Jean. St. Jean switches the field for Gannon. Gannon looking for Cody, and that'll be picked off by Vassaturo. Here's Chase with it now. Chase gets it off, and the attempted pass to Peterson doesn't quite connect. And the Hawks were very close to breaking into the zone. Wales steps in and is battling with Peterson. Still going. Peterson comes away with the ball. It is going to be blocked by Gaudet. And Seahawk ball as Gaudet just tries to clear the zone, but unable to thanks to Hannah Gaffney getting in the way. Gannon to Cody. And taken away by Powell. Powell to Chase, back to Powell, and it will find Palmer. Palmer dancing at the top of the circle. Gaudet pokes it away. Here come Timms and Bickle to try to win it for the Seahawks, and they do. Cody just looking to get it up top. Bickle giving chase. Bickle now fighting for it. She comes away with it and feeds Timms, and that was actually Taylor Bulis. So Bulis gets it to Timms, who finds Filio on a drop pass. Bulis still battling. Turning, shooting is Cody, but a save by Flanagan. And it'll be a restart for the Hawks. So Taylor Bulis really just pushing it up the field and fighting off 3 defenders in order for Cody to get the shot attempt. Timms wins it, tries to spin around with it, but it'll end up on the stick of Hannah Palmer. McCarthy tries to switch field to Coppinger, but Coppinger couldn't initially handle the pass as she weaves her way around Filio. It's up top to Peterson. Ball will go out of bounds. It will remain Roger Williams' ball. Cody's there to scoop up the loose ball. Ball makes its way to Timms. Timms with some space now, looking for options. And Woodbury there will win the turnover for Roger Williams. Cody comes away with it. She'll work her way down to the goal line. Feed Timms. Timms looking for Bulis. Ball pops up and it's out of bounds. And it will be a penalty corner for Salve Regina with 13 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half. Seahawks still holding on to a 1-0 lead. And the winner of this game has a date with Endicott, 7 o'clock on Thursday night. It'll be up at Endicott as Timms puts it back into play. Ball makes its way to Gannon. A redirect on net. Filio with another shot, and that'll go out of bounds. So a couple of shots for the Seahawks off the penalty corner, but Roger Williams is able to take it out of their own zone. And it's whacked all the way down the field. I believe that was Woodbury. So Gaudet chasing it down almost to her own goal line. It's taken away and kicked away by Daly as the through pass intended for Peterson was right in front of Daly. She had no other choice but to be aggressive on that one. Ball's tipped up, and Peterson gets it away to Palmer. Palmer looking up top. Powell tries to send it in, but it's sent right back out, and Coppinger will be there for the Hawks. Bulis trying to break out for the Seahawks. He's trying to find Bedrosian, but the pass is picked off by Schlagetter. Filio to Bickle in the middle, just looking for a blue uniform. Yeah, ball is taken away by Powell. Powell is able to chop it to McCarthy. Ball pops up. And Frost in a battle with two Hawks. And she will win the ball for the Seahawks and a restart. So Gannon not quite able to handle that pass. It'll be right back with Roger Williams as Callie Chase puts it back in. This is McCarthy with it, heading towards the middle of the field. McCarthy trying to weave around two Seahawks. McCarthy finally gets it stripped away by Gaudio. Gannon trying just to send it out of the zone, and she does successfully. As Roger Williams gains possession right at the middle of the field. Bulis comes away with it. She finds Bedrosian. Bedrosian trying to turn towards the net, but it will be taken away by Vassatoro. Gannon steps in on the intended pass. Bulis battling, but it'll be given to Gannon, who lets it slide all the way down to Peterson. Frost comes away, tries to feed Bulis. Bulis lost it for a second. And it'll be a Salve restart. Frost kicks it outside to Filio. Filio coming in. Peterson gets fed up top. She will try to get it to Gaffney. Gaffney gets a whistle. So Gaudio will take control for the Seahawks. Ball skips by Bedrosian to Coppinger. Bickle wins the ball for the Seahawks. Cody trying to weave around Woodbury. Cody on the backhand. Not much she can do except get a foul from the referee. So the Seahawks get the ball right outside the circle with 8.5 minutes remaining in the second half. Gannon tries to play in Bickle, but that one hit off her foot, so it'll be Roger Williams' ball. And as the minutes tick down, we'll see how much Roger Williams pushes up and tries to be aggressive to get the equalizing goal. Pass connects to Powell. Powell looking to get it over to McCarthy. Filio is just going to dump it down the far sideline. The ball makes quite a ways down. Peterson gets it down low. Trying to give and go with Gaffney, but Bulis is there. Nope, that would be Wales. Peterson will commit a foul, so it'll be Seahawk ball. Poked away by Woodbury. Wales wins it back for the Seahawks until Gaffney is able to come away with it. Gaudet stepping in and just trying to clear it a little bit and alleviate some of the pressure. Here's Powell coming in. She's tripped up. And it'll be a penalty corner. So the Hawks have 6 minutes and 20 seconds to get one in the back of the net. And here is a great opportunity to do just that as they plan this penalty corner out. Powell puts it back into play. Shot in the middle, tipped away by Frost. Now it's in front of the net. There's Gaffney with an attempt. It's kicked just outside the circle. And here comes Daly just trying to pry the ball loose as finally it's sent out to St. Jean. And St. Jean just trying to hit Cody to get everyone out of the circle. Cody weaves past one defender. Cody puts on the brakes, sends it to Timms. And kicked away by Flanagan, but right to Filio. Filio trying to feed Bickle. And it'll be a penalty corner for the Seahawks. So 5 minutes on the clock, and the Seahawks have a 1-goal lead late here in the second half. There's a chance for an insurance goal right here. Timms up top to Bickle. Bickle with a shot. Deflection. It goes to Timms, and it goes in the goal. Salve Regina takes a 2-0 lead late here in the second half. Well, it starts from Timms off the penalty corner, goes up to Bickle. Bickle with a hard shot, and Timms just ran right to the near post. It ends up on her stick, and Timms just buries that one to give the Seahawks a 2-0 lead with 4:27 remaining in the second half. So now Roger Williams does not really have a chance. They have to be aggressive right now as they are chasing 2. Chase sends it up for Peterson. Peterson gives it a whack, but that will go all the way through for Levy. Levy being patient, finally lifting it up to Bickle. And it'll be whistled down and be Roger Williams' ball. It's taken away by Gannon. Gannon looking to feed Cody. Cody has Timms in front of her. But Vasaturo delaying it enough for a couple of Hawks defenders to get back. Now here's Timms. She sends it up top, and what a save by Flanagan. The Seahawks will win a penalty corner, but Timms off the backhand almost sends it just under the crossbar and in the back of the net if it weren't for the reflexes of Flanagan. So with this penalty corner, the Seahawks able to tick a little bit more time off the clock as it sits at 2:45 and counting. As Timms gets it up to Bickle once again. Bickle lays it off for Filio. Filio shoots it into traffic. A shot by Cody, but there was a whistle beforehand. So a penalty corner was ruled. Cody almost with a baseball hit on that one. So Timms gets it up to Bickle. Bickle to Gannon. Gannon tries to feed it in. It's blocked and taken away. Gannon wins it once more. She drops it for Cody. And Roger Williams gets a restart here. St. Jean with it in the middle of the field. Timms spins around, gains control of the ball, and Flanagan has to kick that one away. Cody wins the race to the corner. The ball will trickle out of bounds and be sent up the field. With it on the near sideline is Chase. She's trying to send it up to Palmer. Palmer is getting shielded off by Frost. And now the ball is with Taylor Powell. Little miscommunication there in between Levy and Daly. The ball will go out of bounds. And Salve Regina will get a restart with 15 seconds left in the game. Bickle on the far sideline, just wasting time as the clock ticks down. And that will do it here from Gaudet Field in Middletown as the bench clears to greet the goaltender, Allie Daly, who gets a shutout. Her first one of the year, and it comes in the most important game of the year as the Seahawks, with the home playoff game, they will be happy tonight with a 2-0 win over in-state rival Roger Williams. And what a game by both teams. They held each other scoreless all throughout the first half until Ashley Cody was able to break through with the game's first goal. And Eliza Timms was able to get the insurance goal off of the penalty corner to seal a 2-0 win for the Seahawks here in Middletown. So with that win, the Seahawks extend their season. They will go up and face Endicott on Thursday night. Endicott is the number 1 seed in the conference, as Salve is the number 4 seed, winning their quarterfinal matchup here in Middletown, 2-0 over Roger Williams. I'd like to thank our production crew here, Tyler Benjamin on the camera, Jenny O'Connell on live stats, and Ed Habershaw producing today's game. I'm Ryan Costa. Thanks for coming in.